should be recording. Can I just have to go to the right folder? Yay, there it is. Oh wait, I just realized. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's the last spell got updated for. Okay, good. I edited the source actually disabled. Fortunately, I caught that. That would have been bad. But yeah, the last spell got its 4th major update, Fear of the Lake. Key was provided by the Arcade crew, and it was developed by Ishtar Games. Yeah, this is one of 2 early access games I'm still keeping my eye on, because I want to come back and like do a full review when they go live. Well, when they go to version 1.0, I mean. This is the one that I like better, though. Oh, did I not finish? I might not have. Okay, no. So, yeah, unfortunately, I've been so busy. I enjoy this game. I really do. But unfortunately, I've been busy enough I haven't come back to it and really done much more since the last time I did recordings. So, like, I haven't completed Gildenberg yet. I really should. But Lakeburg, which should be this location, is actually very much a focus of the updates. Fear of the Lake is a reference to that, as it got a new boss. But there's plenty of other things that have also happened. What do I have for my notes on it, though? Do I have much? I might not have much. I do have that. I don't know how much we'll see of it. Well, we'll see some. Actually, yeah, that's right. We'll see both those. Good. Alright, let's just look through what I got here. Oh, that's annoying. Wait, why would being worried reduce your health regen? I'm sorry, if I'm worried, I'm gonna, especially in a situation like this, I think I'd, be trying to have as much health regen as I can. Yeah, nothing too bad there. Yeah, what do we got for perks? Well, no, I'll worry about that when I actually have stuff. Alright, dagger and a shield, which... Am I just not... See, I'm trying to see... Isn't that range stat? Oh, duh, I'm looking at the wrong stat. Yeah. Over here. I was looking over here, but no, it's over. So range, nothing there. Just on physical. Okay. It's been a while, but I have seen it where, like, her. Oh, sorry, him. I just, out of the corner of my eye, because I didn't look at his portrait, I just saw longer hair. And did not notice the beard at all, or mustache. So, like, he having that high of magic actually doesn't make much sense. But it's probably best to leave it this way. Prisha is not a very common name. Fadela? She actually, well, except for that minus 15 armor, she, at least as far as these go, looks to be the strongest. Anyway, so there, you having the gun can be back, you're gonna need to be up. I'm going with the staff, which I don't much care for. It does not have much for range. Can it? Okay, I didn't know that. As I said, I've not been playing as much as I really do want to. It is a good game. And we'll see some of the stuff soon enough. See, I don't want to go too far forward. Do that. I'm being overly cautious, and I know that. So like, man, see, this is. Yeah, that really does suck. Because I don't want to... Sorry. I thought the... Oh, it's middle mouse. I don't want to, like, commit to being really far forward. You, I will put there for now. You... Actually move you there. Yeah, so it looks like this is going to be basically a wipe of a turn. Yeah, I know. See, I didn't want to, like, focus down here and then have them come up here or over here. Which they did. So it's a good thing that I decided to be cautious. Okay. Yeah, so this, it only damages in the center. Kind of useless, this guy. This guy, not so useless. He's got a lousy place. So why is his... Wow, he's got -3 on his move. I'm gonna have to do something about that. Alright. There. Now let's him back only to this. Do that. I do have these things I want to talk about, but the game it does engage. And I will, after I finish this night, we'll be able to see some of the stuff that has come with the update, so I'm gonna wait until then. Yeah, I guess I would go in that order. Okay, so... Dying Light is 7 years old. And Techland has decided to celebrate that. Although I don't think it's actually, like, turned 7, to be clear. But... And I missed. That was... Okay. Techland has decided to celebrate by putting together the definitive edition of Dying Light. And this is the final significant update for the game. For the original Dying Light. Yeah, I think just pull back and armor. With that. So the definitive edition basically everything. Would be definitive otherwise, now would it? Sorry, now what I meant to do? I meant to click on him. was really hoping to one hit there. And this is why. Isolation, isolation. This is risky, but we can do it. That was actually more effective than I was expecting. Oh, that's all I can do there. You stuck there. Should really do that. So yeah, the Definitive Edition, which I think is 70% off on Steam at the moment. And Dying Light is a good game. I enjoy Dying Light 2 more. That might be more me thing than... Because I have seen some people say that the original Dying Light is better. I respectfully disagree. I enjoy them both, but I found Dying Light 2 to be more enjoyable. Yep. So, what is this? Only does damage in the sun. That's not... Although, how much? Yeah, that's not good. I think that's a better use of all that. Yeah, so 70% off is, you know, that's pretty sizable for what is, it is a good game. It's, you know, I enjoy Dying Light 2 more. That doesn't mean Dying Light 1 isn't good. That isolation seemed like he did a lot more damage than I was expecting. Or, sorry, that's her. Yeah, you say it's too easy, but the reality is I'm not in a good situation. I don't want to do that. Really? Pull back. But the Definitive Edition, if you already have the Platinum Edition of Dying Light, you just upgrade for free to that, which I don't remember how much DLC that brings with it, but yeah, it is more of the game's DLC. Alright, that was very much worth doing. It is dangerous how I'm doing this, but it's still how I'm going to do it. This actually might be worth... the poison on them. He will die next turn. He won't. I can just take him out now. I feel like doing it that way. And let's try dealing with these guys. So this week was Summer Games Fest, and one of the things... I have two things from that to talk about. Well, two things that I noted. It's probably more than that, it's just I only noted two. Let's at first take advantage of the isolation. But one, it's funny, I didn't get a press release for it, but when trying to find a different press release, I saw it. Goat Simulator 3 is coming. If you notice that, wait a minute, there was no Goat Simulator 2, for one thing, that means you're aware of Goat Simulator. Which is already, it's like, really, you are, cool. One. Be over here ready to help him because he's gonna need yeah, you know what, finish that off. Oh, well, let's actually pull you back. Alright. But yeah, apparently Coffee Stain has been working on Goat Simulator. Well, a Goat Simulator sequel, and I'm guessing that they just decided it's going to be Goat Simulator 3 instead of 2. You'd have to ask them why, but given what Goat Simulator is, really isn't all that surprising. It was a little weird. It's risky and did not pay off. Seriously? Why are they able to dodge so effectively? Alright. And it looks as silly as it can be, and I decided to throw it into the news thing, mainly because of just the trailer for it. It was, I think it was, I'm just trying to remember, is it Dead Island? I can't remember now, but it was making fun of a trailer to a game that I don't even think has come out yet. So I'm gonna be distracted if I even look at that. It was making fun of that by having the goats. Just I think it is a Dead Island game where the original trailer was showing kind of, this jerk who's, out for a jog and has his earbuds in, is listening to music, so he's not realizing the zombie apocalypse happening behind him and around him. But in this case, it's, the jerk is listening to music and not noticing the goats terrorizing everyone around him. And it's just like, oh, I get this. I get this joke. Yeah, this is amazing. I'm weird though. It's like I get it, and it's like, oh yeah, I find that actually amusing. I know there's more, but oh, that's not good. That could be. Yeah, actually, I think it would. So what do I want for the main thing here? Let's go with it. Which one is... Yeah. That would be better on, Russia. Yeah. So I don't know how I'm gonna take care of that other. And it's just nice. Huh. That, I've not even seen that before. That actually seemed pretty neat. There's like nothing actually all that worthwhile here. Yeah, so then you roll that. Perfect. That could be. I think I'd rather go with this. Just blindly over here. You there, you okay. Yeah, I kind of finished off with the Goat Simulator stuff, so that leaves, I want to talk about Devolver Digital, I want to talk about this game, which I'll get to very shortly, and the AMD stuff. And... oh wait, no, I need to unlock that, don't I? Thing menu. Just, I don't like the selection of ones that I have going. So, one thing that they've added is the ability to re-roll your rewards, but I guess I thought that it was saying like you have that ability, but you need to spend in the Oraclium to unlock additional rolls. Oh, that doesn't work? Oh no, it doesn't. Yeah, that's better. Alright, actually, let's look. What's up? Okay. Oh, well, that's actually itself. I was like, wait a minute, I've already passed that. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, so now I have the ability to reroll stuff. Once per day, the items offered for a single production. So that should actually include buildings. So I might actually be able to demonstrate that even in the. Okay, I also feel like pointing out, they talked about doing optimizations, and there's more they're still doing. It is actually, because right now it's in like 70, 80. Well, high 70s, low 80s. That's impressive, because I remember it would be in like the 30s for this area. The gameplay itself was fine, it would just be this area. So, wow, that's actually really awesome that they did that. I'm not going to spend anything, I just want to see. Okay, so I guess it's just on the other side. Just over here. Actually, I didn't notice that. Wow. So over there, I've got 22 of 88. Here, I've got 28 of 53 favors. So that's 50%. So there's still plenty to unlock, but I'm just doing decent. And I'm free to basically build whatever the hell I want. So do I want... I think I'll be okay with that axe helping. Better armor would be nice, but I think I actually want to go with the bow ear. Because I'm not really happy with what range I have. Okay. I don't remember it being quite like this, but so if I hit that, it will, come on, brain, turn over. It will give me one complete thing. And see, there we can reroll. An offhand crossbow there. But, I think I'd rather go the... I think I'd actually throw it on her, to be honest. Because I do not like the staff that much. There we go. Oh. I do like longbows. Longbows. Especially that one, that's fine. There's actually some really good stuff in here. So it's also, we can reroll the shop, we can filter here, we can sort. Wow, I mean, this legitimately is worth getting. Not for her, though. This is actually going to be best on this guy. Because his movement is so low. But with this thing, you can cover so much that actually will work out well. I can't really afford to do anything else. That's okay. That's alright. I actually do want to see how these go. So... Huh. Is it really that much more? Okay, I'm... Targeting close enemy. Elevated for improved vision. Be much taller than the ballista. It does block line of sight. Doesn't block line of sight. But... I don't see how the vision is really that improved. Or is it just, like, if I put it here, it's gonna be blocked by that? Maybe that's... I don't know. I've only got the 100. So I figure, why not... Throw that down. Alright. And you can upgrade it? Oh. Huh. It's kinda neat. Alright, there. I just want to swap those. You're fine there. Okay. So yeah, they made those changes to the shop. Also, you may have noticed the construction menu is different here, including this. So they redesigned how this works in general. But you can also like repair multiple things at the same time, which is definitely gonna be nice. I don't know at what point that'll really matter for me. Collected that stuff together. I mean, yeah, that's definitely nice, but I do think, though, that the changes with the shop and the rewards are very interesting, and they even talked about how, while they get... It's a roguelite. Sorry, roguelite. So random loot is a significant part of it. But it also really sucks. Like, I wanted to get... And I didn't say it, but I did think, you know, it's always nice to have a longbow, because... on the right hero, it's devastating. And it's like, hey, it actually gave me one. Which, you know, that was also kind of dumb luck here. But the ability to filter down so that, like, hey, I want to find a weapon. Okay, let's look at these. I've not even seen this one before. Well, at least not with that visual. I have definitely seen wands before, just not that look like that. Sorting, but also the re-rolling here. Although I think the store might have always been able to re-roll. But the rewards, that's new. Yeah, so they, you know, wanted it to be not so much a slog to get what it is that you want. Which is definitely something I think everyone hates about various roguelites. And light. I don't think I have the thing on him that he gets a bonus by not moving. So let's actually move him. I did just notice this guy over here. So let's start moving you over. You can come down here for the time being. I'm just... Okay, so it is like that. Just do that. You... Sure. A little bit dangerous, but... I think it may end up moving well. Oh, and that's it. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Put that armor on. Alright. Yes. Alright. That's neat. I don't really have anything more to say than that. It's neat. Does that... it does have isolate. Nice. Yeah, that figures. Though I can do this. So there was a line of enemies there. Alright, Yes. Thank you. Oh, they actually are. I didn't even notice that there was a second. Oop. Actually, yeah, I think do that might be better. Pull back. And let's just take out who I can. Oh, and that's all I got on that. Okay, you actually good to stay right there. You know, I could do this, couldn't I? So if I do that, now this. Okay. There's... Oh, you might be able to get an angle on this guy. Yep. And it was... Ah, well. Yeah, not completely works, that one. That one was. Okay. Pull back. Back to here. Even though that is blocking my vision, it's still... Oh, that doesn't, but this does. Just in case enemies do come up. So let's see if going... While I'm doing this, if I can talk about Devolver Digital. So, Summer Games Fest, they decided to, do their thing. Which, if you know Devolver Digital, it's always a little odd. Am I kidding? That's never a little odd. It's very odd. It's actually very stupid what I'm doing right now. Just the direction I'm taking, it's dangerous. So that guy's basically on his own right now. It's good. Though I can do this. Pick out that line. Why not? Some healthy damage there. Ooh, I like this crossbow. Anyway. So they had 5 different announcements, although one of them was for a game that was already out. I'm trying to remember why they did that. There was a reason. It wasn't completely nonsensical, even though, like I said, it's Devolver Digital. They will just be nonsensical all the time. Oh, I was hoping that would be enough. Yeah, and they had fun with it. So part of it was the way they teased what they would be doing was to talk about how all their marketing research has determined that nobody actually cares about the marketing. They care about the countdown. The countdown to the marketing. Okay, so they, we're talking about the, just having a countdown to the marketing and, doing stuff during that. And their logic was that, that's going to trigger a singularity of video game industry. Because they, had a countdown that didn't have to actually end. That, didn't have an end. It just, could go on however long. Boy, that's just a wonderful ability. I don't think I need to worry about this guy. I think the crossbow is, the ballista is going to take him out. Oops, I want him. Good. I got isolation on him. Not quite on him. And, I might be able to do something. Better. But see what I mean by how useful it is to have a longbow? Anyway, coming back to the Devolver Digital. Yeah, they were just, the singularity, which included, because they ended up falling into it, included Tom Clancy's Animal Crossing on a t-shirt, which apparently people now want that, or at least the shirt. I'm not entirely sure what all to read into that. I've not played, how many Tom Clancy games have I played? Played Splinter Cell Blacklist, which I enjoyed. I do understand some people don't like that. I don't remember how much of that was. I think that the voice actor changed for it. I don't remember. I still enjoyed it. I think I actually might have some other Splinter Cell games. I've played both Divisions. Division 1 and the Division 2. I enjoyed both of them, but I can understand why some people don't enjoy them. Also, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which I did enjoy, but I also played that after they did a significant update to it. Which is worth noting because there were criticisms of the game that I definitely understand, from what I've heard about them, but it, so I need to do that. But the update that I started playing at made changes that largely it addressed a number of those issues, so I never really experienced them, but I definitely could see their presence and how that would have made the game less enjoyable than anyone would have wanted. And I say it like that because, the developers want games to be as enjoyable as possible. There. What can I do? Nice. Oh, I can't move. Okay. But, awesome. That actually worked. I should really come back to talking about Devolver, should I? Instead of continuing to talk about Breakpoint. So, you... There, you... Yeah, and I don't remember all the other games that they announced. There was one. The hero one. I'm actually just gonna alt-tab and look. still have the press release. I just find it here. The Plucky Squire. That one actually sounded interesting. And it looked kind of neat. Storybook heroes forced out of the book because the villain realized that, oh, I'm the villain. I'm always going to lose. If I just force him out into the real world, though, now I can, win in the story. So you will be going back and forth between the 2D and 3D world. In that, it looked charming. And looked like it could be fun. Cult of the Lamb, we got a new trailer for. Actually, that might have been the release date announcement trailer, August 11th. There's also Skate Story, which you are a demon in the underworld made of glass and pain. What? And if you can skate to the moon and swallow it, you shall be free. What? Yeah, this is looking like kind of a weird game. Which, I mean, it's Devolver Digital. That's kind of what they do. And you gotta love them for it. Angerfoot was another one. That's also this is weird, but I mean, Devolver Digital. That's what they do, and it's good that they do it. It genuinely is. You don't need magic. Okay, I didn't notice that he actually had that. So then, yeah, that's actually what that is going to be useful on useful on any male character, really. Yeah, let's make him beefier, but now let's do that. Yeah, actually I do want to. That'll be forming long. I always enjoy reliability. I think, yeah, we can improve dodge on him, especially since he was at 1. That's that thing. Huh. That's actually really neat. Man, that is actually kind of, well, no, this is better because this will just be everything, basically. This won't be. Could be good. Actually, no, that'll be good. That'll be good. This actually, she does need that. Yeah. Wow. I actually think this might be better. Get that and replace the knife. I don't like any of these really. Wow, that was crap. I'm just gonna sell it. Hello? That was weird. I guess do that. I'm quite curious. Ooh. Holy crap. I can afford them both. I kind of want to do that. Ooh, I could also get... Oh, that's not fantastic. That's awesome. That much reliability. Who would I put that on? What would I give up? Should say. But before I come back to the Devolver thing, it's actually kind of funny to watch. Because they just like constantly were using IP that they don't have. Which hopefully they will get away with, because it, you know, it is enough fair use to just the joke of it, the humor of it. But it was also just weird, like how suddenly it's like, oh, we're now in the never-ending story. I wasn't expecting this, and I was actually kind of hoping that that's what they would kind of end it on, but no, then they needed a Predator reference at the very end. It will be interesting to see what they do for their next, the next thing where they continue this wacky cinematic universe that they've made. No. Yeah, this actually isn't worth it because there's nothing to actually put it on. This isn't worth it, it's less damage. Yeah, this though, this would be good. So, boom. But I should go on this guy. Really gonna up his health feature. Yeah, that is just power. Makes sense. They are what are they? Epic. Okay. So we can sell. Yeah, that's right. I can still just build something I want. Oh. I would lose accuracy, but that's an appreciable amount for more damage. And I can sell. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Let's look at this. What is her accuracy? 1%. Wait, what? So she already has plus 5% accuracy. What is taking away accuracy? Ah, right there. Okay. It can't go to 0, though. Like, if I do that, she's not going to be... Oh, no, it actually does go to 0. I thought it would. Whoop. And it's not like they're a better paint. Ah, see, that would have been... Well, no, it wouldn't. It's less stamina. I don't want to give up that accuracy. That's theirs. That handles some. I can only build one of these, or I could build, another one of these too. Let's do that. Not allowed to repair that. Okay. How long have I been going? 57 minutes already. Okay, we're gonna finish off this night, then I'm gonna stop. And all I have left is the AMD stuff in my note. So it was AMD's Financial Analyst Day, which basically means that all we got was, just information. Well, Financial Analyst Day is what it sounds like. It's meant for the financial analysts, people that are going to be deciding, hey, it was that thing, whether or not, funds should be invested into the company. Stocks should be purchased, stuff like that. This will take care of that. So you can head down here. And as dangerous as this is, I can do this. I thought that would... Huh. What am I missing about this? Oh, it's just... Okay. It's just because that... Oh, this is not a great idea, but I'm still going to do it. Oh wow, that is actually working out perfectly. Now, one thing though about a Financial Analyst Day is it will share roadmaps. They shared a number of roadmaps, including confirming something that I think a lot of people suspected. Well, it was very reasonable to believe that it would happen, but there wasn't confirmation yet. And that is that there will be Zen 4 with 3D cache. But that is going to be a thing. Well, 3D V-cache, which is what the 5800X 3D has. So that has now been confirmed. And also, Zen 5 is going to have it. There will be a version of Zen 5 that will also support that. Also feature that, I should say. Oh, that figures. Pull him back there. Let's see what I can do with this guy first, then bring in the archer. So yeah, seeing that confirmation was definitely nice. But yeah, so Zen 5 is also going to have 3D cache. There's also going to be a Zen 5C, which that's been talked about before. The C variants have been talked about before, and they're just the C technically stands for cloud, but you could also call it compact. The idea being it's a core design that it's denser. And part of the purpose of this is going to be for cloud services. The idea basically being that rather... So, I think it would help with this. I'm not sure. Some pieces of software and such, the licensing is based on these guys. Is based on like how many cores are in a CPU, how many sockets are in a system and such. So this would especially help the socket, but it also just would help as far as having a lot more in a single socket. Regardless, because like I think the prediction is the Zen 4 Epic will be able to have up to 96 cores in a socket. Zen 4C will be able to do 128 because the cores are going to be physically smaller. They're going to be denser. Part of the reason why I said you could also call it compact. Alright. That's all I hear. Yeah, I think I want this so I can come up like that. I don't... Well... Yeah, I'll leave it there. Those other two, I'd find where they are as well. Thank you. This is getting more complicated over here. There. Seriously? So it's just getting very annoying how many of these guys will just dodge. I'm sorry, there's just something oddly satisfying about punching. which he hit. There. I'm hoping to be able to start shooting across with this. What have I got? Oh, I didn't realize I ran out of... of action points. So let's go there. There. Perfect. Now. Seriously? I'm not leaving that guy behind. Here, he'll be able to handle these guys. This is not a terrible idea. It's not necessarily a great idea. It's not terrible. Alright. Stay there. Seriously? Alright, there. You go there. I think that'll be safe. Yeah. There's way too many shots for a trash mob. Alright, that was actually good. Oh, seriously? Oh, yeah, because that guy blocked. I could do something like this. Which definitely kill him. That actually has a decent chance. No. Alright, that's very good. Oh. Just be that way regardless. Yeah, do that. There. Oh, I didn't even... Somehow I didn't realize that. Alright. Well, no, I can't. Alright, so he's gonna get hit. But that's okay. He's gonna take a shot from that. He's gonna hit him. And one of them might hit. Oh, no, nice. Oh, and he turned around. Well, it's got the armor for it. There. There we go. And I still didn't even finish talking about all the aim stuff. Even though I do intend to be stopping shortly. There. I can at least, you know, do this. Do all that stuff. That. Well, maybe. Ooh, reliability. I always enjoy reliability. So, Physical damage doesn't matter. Critical wouldn't be bad. Okay. Huh. I mean, obviously this one is better of those two. I don't see any point to that. Yeah, I think that is in fact the better of them. The best of them, I should say. Is that off? No, that's still one. I can't though because of the accuracy. That's better. More damage. Yeah, so, wow. Yeah, so this is like actually an upgrade to what I have. And it's better than this. So I think that actually would be a good one to go with. Do that and actually sell that. Sell this too. That's pretty nice. Wish I had something that would increase accuracy that I could put on. 1. What have I got here? By the way, the rest of the AMD stuff that I want to talk about. Oh, okay. Have to do with the GPUs. Because there was some RDNA 3 news. Also, sorta kinda some RDNA 2 news. Okay, that's grab that. Yeah, so that's a nice one. Alright. Oh. That's what I want. So if I were to do that, that would mean that I'd get 2 every day. Kind of like the idea of this. Running out of places to put any. Because I do think I need better armor. I can still only do it one end. So, not gonna... I mean, that's probably the thing with picking up regardless. That is true. That would actually help. Not too concerned about the healing we see. Well, actually no, he doesn't need to move much anymore because of the longbow. And either of these would help as far as that. But might this be... Poison damage won't actually mean. But magic damage... actually be helpful for no one except for her, but I'm not using that weapon anymore, so this is not actually that useful. But this, if I take this, put it on her, it addresses the accuracy. I'd lose some daily health regen, but she's not getting hit much anyway. So yeah, let's do that, because I hate that she's got negative accuracy when left alone. I don't even want that around. So that now we've got accuracy. Alright, so I'm actually going to stop. I'm going to talk more about the AMD stuff. I enjoy the game too much, which is not a bad thing. That's a very good thing, except when, I want to try to keep things in time and talk about stuff. Yeah, so with the GPU news, we did see some stuff with RDNA 2, mainly 2 things. One was confirmation, because there was a reference to, I think it was advanced chiplet design, is how it was put, or chiplet technology, which the rumors had been saying that AMD with RDNA 2 would go to a chiplet design, which I think everyone was expecting that that was an easy rumor to believe. Although there is speculation that the chiplet designs might be reserved to the high end, which both does and doesn't make sense in one way. A chiplet design would allow you to reduce costs because you can improve your yields that way. That AMD's been taking advantage of that economics of scale since the first Zen processors in 2016, 2015? No, it was 2016. So that technically would allow the GPUs using that to be less expensive. But it's also you combining them to make it more powerful, which means that it would be more expensive because they would be the higher end parts. Unless they do something where it is like it's the same GPU chiplet always. It's just, is there one or is there two? That I have no idea on. Like, I could believe that someone's saying, yeah, that'll be it, because you'd have to have some sort of I/O die kind of thing for the multi-chiplet design anyway. It wouldn't necessarily be an I/O die, but something like that, an equivalent to that from the CPUs, for managing the multiple chiplets. And in theory, you could pair that with a single chiplet for a lower performing part that would be cheaper. It's very hard to say, though, because GPUs for graphics, don't directly lend themselves to chiplet design. So it would make sense to limit it to the higher end so that you get it out there and you can keep working out kinks as you gain more knowledge, more information, more experience. And that isn't the first time that AMD would do something like that. The original GCN parts were the HD 7950 and 7970. So the top end of the HD 7000 series. They had low-end parts. That was still I don't remember the name of the architecture, but I remember that the design was a VLIW, very long instruction word. GCN went to a completely different design there. That has to do with how the instructions are sent into the GPU to be run. And I'm just trying to think. We've also seen that from GCN to RDNA, we saw a change where how the compute units are grouped. So, and the wave fronts, that's what, I think that's what they call them. What AMD calls the instructions going in. It's kind of all in that mix there, is my understanding, which could be wrong, but I think that kind of sort of relates. So there was that RDNA 3 will have, I've been saying the wrong thing, haven't I? RDNA 3 and RDNA 4, I think they gave a little bit of information. Oh, yeah. Just that RDNA 4 is like targeting 2024, I think it was. And on an advanced node, whatever that means. Advanced processing. RDNA 3, chiplet design there. I don't know. It's reasonable to me to go either way with the whole, do they restrict the chiplets to the high end, or are they all going to be chiplets? It's just high end gets 2, everything else gets 1. I don't know. Because it would also make sense to have a more monolithic design for the lower end, the more traditional design. Because those are the ones you're going to expect to sell, so you want those to be reliable. And that way, it's because it'll still have the same kind of core design, the compute unit design and such. So it's not like there's going to be a whole lot of difference between them as far as feature. And performance could also be linear in scaling somewhat. Like, the higher end will be better, but it's not like, oh, because this isn't chiplet, or oh, because this is chiplet, that means that there's suddenly a step in the performance function. That doesn't have to be the case. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, but it will be interesting to see what ends up coming. But it is also just that whole, well, they do that already for GPUs, though. Where it's like the 6800 series, so that's 6800, 6800XT, and 6900XT is one core design. And then the 6700 and 6700XT are actually a different design. That's basically it cut in half. I don't think that that's we can just mechanically, cut the dies in half if one half is faulty. No, I think that they have to manufacture them already the half size. So having completely different designs between high-end and mid, the middle tier, that's already the standard. So them doing that actually would not be at all unusual. But one of the things that they did show that is interesting, but less interesting than I think some people may think, was that they were saying 50% improvement to performance per watt compared to RDNA 2. It actually said they expect to be greater than, but it was projected performance. So that isn't very encouraging unless it's like they really do not want information getting out yet. Which is fair. It is definitely fair to control that information some, and I could believe that we may see more information in just a month on it. I mean, we're getting close enough to when this stuff is expected to launch. Anyway, but the 50% better performance per watt is not that significant as a claim because AMD, they gave themselves that goal with RDNA 1 compared to GCN. And they, I think, did state their goal was to basically continue doing that each GPU generation. So GCN to RDNA 1, 50% performance per watt increase. RDNA 1 to 2 was also a target of 50%. I think they overshot it, though. I think they actually were saying they were getting closer to 60%, like in the 60%. It's not just closer to. And part of they credited that in part to the Infinity Cache. Because while, yes, it is additional silicon that is taking up power, it allows for such greater efficiency of the performance that the performance increase was so great that the additional power being used to power the Infinity Cache made it still worthwhile. So, yeah, maybe they will end up beating that 50% again, but that has been their target, one of their targets, one of their goals for years now. So them saying, hey, we look like we're doing that, it's like, okay, that's just them doing their normal work at this point. It will be interesting to see what more comes. Because, I mean, both Zen 4 and RDNA 3 are still months away from release. And months away from more information. Oh, yeah, we did also get... Zen 4 is actually going to... What was it? I don't feel like pulling it up because it'll take me a while to find. I think they were saying like 25% performance per watt increase on Zen 4 over Zen 3. And this was for a 16-core 32-thread part doing... It was one of the Cinebenches. I don't remember if it was R20 or R23. But yeah, that is going to be interesting. It is also... Zen 4 is just looking kind of weird because either they are underplaying the numbers that they have, or their numbers are not necessarily as strong as as consumers may want it to be. But it is hard to tell because Zen 4 is going to be such a change. Because you've also got DDR5 in there. You got the process node change. They may still be nailing down frequencies. It's hard to really estimate what we can predict. But some are pointing out that if some of these numbers are like, that's best case scenario or more than just the average IPC increase, frequency increase, overall performance increase, that might only have Zen 4 matching Alder Lake, which Intel's going to be releasing Raptor Lake, its successor, which should be more performance. So it is going to be curious. Zen 4 hopefully is going to be a match for Raptor Lake, but it's just hard to say. We did get IPC numbers, though. They were saying 8 to 10% IPC improvement. I don't know if there was anything specific to that with single-threaded, but it did seem like one thing that I saw talking about it, because I didn't watch any of the presentations, but you can go and download them. I did look through those. I think there was something, I just don't remember if it was in the presentations or something that was gathered other ways. Because some tech people do get briefings. That multi-threaded Zen 4 may still annihilate Intel. It might just be single thread that it isn't necessarily as strong as you want it to be against Raptor Lake. Hypothetical Raptor Lake, because we don't know what that is until it releases. So yeah, it'll be Zen 4 is going to be interesting, but it might be a little mixed. It is what the concern seems to be, the pessimistic concern. And by mix, I just mean the whole single-threaded might be good, while multi-threaded is great, as opposed to both being great. But RDNA 3 is going to be interesting to see. Not just because of the whole change for having chiplets, at least at the high end, is the expectation. But also because it will be AMD's first chance to redesign the RT cores for them, which they're not actually RT cores. What are they calling them? NVIDIA calls theirs RT core. That's right, I think it's just RT accelerators, ray tracing accelerators, that AMD is calling them. And there's also going to be other stuff in there that we don't know about. But it will be interesting to see with that, because just their design is different. What they accelerate is a bit different from what NVIDIA accelerates. So you'll see, like, you can have one game that performs much better on AMD than on NVIDIA when it comes to ray tracing and vice versa. But it's also NVIDIA had it out first, so they have some extra benefit from that. But AMD has now got their stuff out there, has the experience of that, working with developers on that. So with their second generation RT accelerators, it'll be interesting to see where the performance lies. And I still do believe that we have not yet seen the full potential of ray tracing, especially for AMD, because of how it is a hybrid design, where part of the ray tracing calculations, part of the acceleration is being done in the texture processor. So texture shaders. So just part of the GPU that's already there normally. It just can either do texture or it can do ray tracing. A benefit to that is you can then control it by shaders, which is basically just the small programs, the small functions that figure out, okay, what color pixel should this be? How far is this pixel occluded or not? Things like that. That's all controlled by shaders. This hybrid approach allows a shader to control the ray tracing. That isn't the approach that NVIDIA had. Or at least it wasn't with Turing. I think Ampere, though, is similar enough, where the RT cores are kind of just their own thing, where information is fed in, then information is taken out, but it's set up for that. So having direct shader control can allow for some interesting tricks. But yeah, so that was part of it on an AMD GPU, and then the RT accelerators are actually a different part of the GPU. I do feel like it's worth pointing that out. The RT accelerators are their own components on the GPU, but the texture processors are also being used for some of the other operations. It also reminds me, I saw something talking about ray traced audio, or actually it might have technically been path tracing, but it was still, it's like, the person was talking about how, oh, this is so amazing and revolutionary, because, think about how effective this is going to be. It's like, okay, I can remember years ago, Valve announced with their Steam Audio API, ray traced audio in there, and it wasn't even new with that. It was just we're now offering this. And it was actually, I think, built on Radeon rays, which had been Fire rays, which AMD has been involved with accelerated ray tracing for many, many years. Just not the way I explain it, and I will be stopping soon. You can think of there being 3 different kinds of acceleration. Software acceleration, which is really not acceleration, but it's just like you wrote the program, it'll run on the CPU, which CPUs can do anything. You can have a CPU, and some people do. The CPUs can just render games, can do all that work. They're not as efficient as a GPU, a graphics accelerator, at doing graphics, but a CPU can. So there's software acceleration. Then there's hardware acceleration, which is where you've got a piece of hardware that is dedicated for various functions, has special instruction sets for doing stuff. A graphics card is a graphics accelerator. It's hardware acceleration of these graphics operation. Then there's ASIC acceleration. So that's application-specific integrated circuit. That's what ASIC stands for. And that is where it does one thing, but it does it very, very well and very, very fast. So the RT cores, RT accelerators, those are like ASIC acceleration. Hardware acceleration, though, for ray tracing has existed for many years. That's what Radeon raised it. It was a way, and FireRays before, well, FireRays and Radeon Rays were the same thing. They just renamed. But that's hardware. That was still hardware acceleration because it was still applying the GPU for doing this. So it was applying specialized hardware for doing this. ASIC acceleration is much faster. Don't think it's not. It will always be much faster, but it's also much more limited, where it does it one way and does it very well, but if you want it to do it a different way, it either won't do it or will do it very slowly. So getting better and better ASIC designs for ray tracing for both NVIDIA and AMD and ultimately Intel. It's going to be interesting to see how Intel does it. It's going to be very interesting. Just overall to see how they continue to develop. And also how much, I guess, how I was talking about the hybrid approach with AMD's ray tracing acceleration, that could actually be seen as both hardware acceleration and ASIC acceleration on the same part, and seeing what you can do there with that. With NVIDIA, it seems is more ASIC acceleration. I don't know how much is actually done on the CUDA cores. There we go, not computing, it's CUDA cores. But they also have the tensor core for the tensor cores that they use. Actually, now I'm trying to remember, because I think some people have said that the tensor cores aren't used for the denoising. There is no GPU currently that does enough rays in ray tracing to actually produce an accurate image. So you have to apply denoising, which is basically you take what little data you have, filter between it, to filter between the rays to figure out what should be there, and you mix all together and you get the final image. I don't remember if the tensor cores are actually used for that. They might be. But even if not, then tensor cores are at least, providing the DLSS ASIC-ish. Actually, no, the tensor cores would still be hardware acceleration for tensor. But it's, it's like, it also has that advantage there, but then FSR 2.0 tells us that, hey, you don't actually need such dedicated hardware for something like this. I certainly have rambled on enough, haven't I? I guess I'll just wrap up by saying this. I really enjoyed the last spell. It is a good game, and I wanted to spend more time in it, but I always have something else I need to do. I do recommend it though. I don't know if it's on. It probably isn't on sale. I don't think Steam is holding a large sale at the moment. No, it's not. But $20. I mean, I'm sorry. To me, that's an easy 20 to spend. I mean, but my experience with this, it hits the right notes for me. It really and truly does. Such that, yeah, $20. Knowing that I'd enjoy it as much as I have, that's an easy. I'd put down $20 for it. And I'm definitely looking forward to when it reaches version 1.0, seeing how they continue to develop it. And what else gets put in. All right. Now I will actually let you stop. Alright, I got nothing more. See you next time. Probably will be back in Just Cause 2.